Hey everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and today we're going to be taking open an awesome PCGS submission that we recently got back in the mail. I had bought, I think it was 11 Chinese coins from France. I had bought these in very early 2025, and I wanted to open them up, see how they do at grading, because a couple of them looked like pretty rare types, and I wanted to make sure that there weren't any fakes or anything like that, because Chinese coins, super valuable. They've been hot in the market, and I wanted to make sure that I had full confidence behind anything that I sell. So let's open this PCGS sub up. I have not gotten a PCGS sub back in like a really, really long time, and I'm glad that the tape that they have is not easy to work with. But I feel like what I'm most rooting for here is going to be authentic coins, and then straight graded coins can do really well. I think when I originally looked at them, probably a good majority of them could be cleaned, but I've gotten some really, really valuable straight graded, coins. Like the difference between an AU55 and an AU details can be massive, and so here goes nothing. We are going to open this up, and actually let me make sure that I get it from the right. Okay, this isn't too bad. I think these may be not authentic. It kind of depends which ones are going to be bad. There were a mix of like some Fatman dollars, and then there were also some more valuable examples, and so hopefully we can get some history for you as we go along. This is a good coin to have it be genuine, though. I mean, it looks like it's going to be cleaned, which that's no surprise with hairlines like that, but this is going to be a larger dollar of a type that I haven't seen too much. It might be like Szechuan, I would guess. On this one, I would guess that these are like XF details, VF details. Yeah, Szechuan, 1912, so a bunch of the Chinese coins from this time period are fairly sought after because not that many of them survive. And when you think about how many people I think are in China, like there's a ton of demand for really the nexus of their coinage, because prior to that they'd been doing a lot of cash coin designs. This one I think is also like a pretty rare type. It certainly has some holes in it. If the prior was VF, I'm going to guess that this one is probably VF as well. I think it's a 50-cent coin. I forget if it was like Fengtien or one of the challenging provinces. Fengtien. It's going to be a plugged VF detail from 1898. Wide mustache. Okay, that's a cool type. I mean, I hadn't seen this one, and so again, very pleased that this is coming back genuine. And I'm not sure, any of the dragon coins coming back like that. Ooh, and I think this is a huge one to have as real. So I've actually been very pleased so far. I think this one is going to be a very similar type, but it's a beautiful dragon dollar staring right at us. It's going to be VF details, the Chinese Empire, and with no dot, without dot and flame. So fantastic. And again, I'm trying to have, as we go along, a little bit of information as well as maybe an approximate value. But the tricky thing is with these, sometimes you'll get one value and then there'll be a ton of, and that one's chop marked as well, so might be cleaned maybe a little bit, but it sounds like it's getting details just because it chops. That's a successful outcome to me as well. After that, this one is going to be a 50-cent coin. I forget exactly. Oh, is this like the Yunnan one? I don't think this is quite as valuable. Fairly harshly cleaned, unfortunately. VF detail, and so not terrible. 1932 though is going to be a little bit later, and I'm not sure exactly which two flags those are, but Yunnan province. I forget if I have a Yunnan dollar in here as well somewhere. I'm not sure. Okay, this one is also going to be, and that one is an XF detail, a 1932, and so I think in terms of my total cost here, I'm looking at about $1,900 or so is the combined total of what I have in these coins when I think about the grading costs. That detail looks a little bit better. I'd guess at least XF. Not sure who that is on the front. A repaired, and I can't see where the repair are, but a net flag Yunnan province as well. 1917 is going to be a bit earlier. I wonder if the repair has to do with his nose there. I'm not sure quite where that's going to be, but again, more interesting history. I'm pleased. Oh, I'm pleased that the Memento dollar is going to be authentic. AU, I would guess, and has been cleaned, but very nice appearance on a 1927 Memento dollar, one of the more popular types, and fairly well recognized, I think, by collectors. So that's a pretty successful win, I would say. This one, I forget if this, I think this is maybe another Yunnan. Oh no, it's a, Yunnan, but in 1911, so a bit earlier. Has a very intricate dragon. And then we have the four circles. Is that on the, I forget if that's, on the back exactly what the 4 circles means. Now we're going to see coin inside, but this may not be good news. Could be a fake. I hope it's not one of the bigger coins here. Yunnan. Okay, a 4 circles. Interesting. See, I would not have had this pop out at me between these two as being the inauthentic one. I guess maybe the details are a little bit more muted, but that's quite interesting to me. So this one's good. This one may not be, but it's also not guaranteed fake. I don't think that I mean, if I ever sold this, I would have to, I'll see if I can get my money back from the seller. If I sold somebody something authenticity unverifiable, I feel like I would give people back the money. This is interesting. I think that what we see there is a die clash. So basically, as they were striking these junk, I think that they're called junk dollars. You have the reverse imprint of his head, and yeah, it looks like you see a little bit of the boat there. I would call it XF detail, cleaned, 1934, nice dollar coin, 1934. Haven't seen any of those in a while either. And then let's see what this one is. I feel like we got some of those big dragon dollars are the ones. Ooh, this is a dollar. Okay, this is gonna be a Fatman dollar. PCGS, not 100% sure on it. It shows if this is fake, that's pretty good, because I would have thought that this was a real coin. This was not one of the ones. I suspected a lot of the other ones. That's so interesting, though. Probably 2 that I felt more confident in when I set them in have turned out not good. And then let's see. Here's a Fatman dollar, XF detail with a repaired rim, 1914. You know what? I think that these are some pretty good outcomes, though. I think I don't think I'll lose on them. Again, I'm into them about 1900. If I could get back some amount of money from the person who sold them to me, I think that would be fairly reasonable. Never know. But, yeah, 10 out of 12 coming back authentic with a couple of big hits, I think, in the form especially of this Empire dollar. That's awesome. And then right here we have the Fengtien wide mustache one. This dollar is a higher end one. So it makes me happy overall. I think that this is a good outcome. And again, I hope that you'll have also learned some interesting things, because I don't know so much about these coins. I guess none of these straight graded, which that's not anything to complain about based off of the photos that I got. The seller certainly didn't say that they were clean, but when I looked at them, maybe I was hoping a couple would come back without any negative comments, but we got a good brick of PCGS coins. 2 of them going to sit out due to challenges with authenticity, that kind of thing. But yeah, interesting batch, and I will see you guys. I know I missed a video this week, so hopefully I'll get another video out kind of for this weekend. We've got a bunch of great sales coming up, and so it'll be exciting to catch you on all the content coming out shortly. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to head on over to treasuretown.com and sign up for our email list to stay up to date on everything that's happening, whether it's auction updates, exciting new inventory drops, coin collecting news, or general informational resources. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on another one.